Hi there, this is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Virgo. Hello, Virgos. This is the bonus round of who's coming in. And, basically what we feel out is just, who or what's coming in as far as any kind of love connection or friendship, right? Because soulmates can be friends as well, too. So it's just this feeling out of soul family, just things coming up. So Virgos, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, as well as the cross watcher. Here we go, Virgo. You have the Four of Pentacles. Well, you got a lot of stuff popping up already. Yeah. I mean, the energy that's coming, you got the pause button, this is like someone who, what this feels to me, because you have two cards of waiting. Waiting. Whatever this is and when it comes in, it's going to feel like you were waiting forever. You ever heard of the term like the pot of boil never boils when you're staring at the motherfucker? This is that. It's like when you're looking for it, it's not there. There's nothing. There can be yucky things that come in when we're overly anxious or we're looking, but this is the whole analogy of the pot of water. Waiting for it. It doesn't come like that. This energy that's coming in comes at a time of your life when you're doing this. You're living your best life. You are celebrating, you feel happy. It's that kind of an energy. It can be meeting someone when you're out with in a crowd, right? But I don't think that. I feel like it's that thing about that feeling of just happiness and then it just organically happens. With the Four of Pentacles here and the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles is someone who's closed up. And so, there might be this energy of it's not coming in yet and it hasn't happened yet because you're not ready yet. You know what I mean? Everything is timing. I mean, in life in general, everything is timing. It's, it's organically how the seasons change. And in sports, the batter has to wait for the perfect moment to swing at the ball. And everything has this timing to it. And so there is this is like trying to get the timing right? It's balance, but it's also trying to get the timing right. Now, for some of you, that can also indicate multiple offers and options of things coming in, right? Having to juggle stuff. Whether it's juggle a lot of duties and responsibilities, just a lot of life things, which we all have, right? Some people have very minor things they have to worry about, and some it feels like are so much more greater. And I really do think that the older the soul, the greater the issue. And also for those that have, in past lives refused to learn the lesson, I think it kind of sneaks up on people. And then in this current life, it could be this whole big thing of things they need to, kind of learn and go through. But yeah, there's this feeling here of it comes in when you're ready. I mean, the saying is it comes when your heart is ready to carry it. But this is not just primarily for you guys in love. This feels like just in life in general about understanding that the seasons change organically. And staring at a pot of water, waiting for it to boil, it just doesn't help at all. Makes it feel longer. So that can also be about you guys I know everyone hates this, but it's about being comfortable in patience. In being patient, you know what I'm saying? You have here, well, you got Justice and you have the Moon. So Justice is Libra, the Moon is Pisces. The Moon is, secrets and what you don't see coming. And, the Libra card really is, it's karma, but it's also balance. Something about this where when you're ready, it comes. Soon as you're ready, it comes. Taurus, I mean, this is Hierophant, this is commitment. See, suddenly. It'll suddenly come, Knight of Wands. Can be a younger fire sign for sure, but I feel like for them, instead of zeroing in on who's coming in, for you guys, it's about when. Probably because you guys are like, well, fuck, I want to know when, as opposed more to like who. And everybody's different, right? Some people just want to know who. Virgos are analytical. Why would they keep it secret from you? Because it'll ruin a good thing, good surprise. But that's just the most beautiful things happen quite unexpectedly, right? And I think we've all learned from this in the past by being impatient and rushing things and avoiding red flags and avoiding that like feeling in the pit of our stomach. It really landed us in some really horrible shit. But sometimes that's how we have to learn. You know, that's the problem, right? Is that people judge everybody else for what they're doing or not doing. But, you know, honestly, we're not here for a fucking vacation. I think that people forget that it's not just, we're in this muggle mind frame, right? Of, well, we're here to pay bills and die. But it's like, if you believe in a spiritual, you know, sort of a thing, we believe that we're really all spiritual beings and, you know, we come from this other dimension and we're here for soul ascension. And it takes your mind out of that little nitty gritty everyday thing to kind of look at things in a bigger picture. And I feel like that's really important for you guys, is seeing this from a bigger picture. And not necessarily from a muggle standpoint, because that muggle energy is going to fuck you up. We have to be practical. We live in a muggle world, but we also at the same time have to understand that things happen in a process. And it's funny because you have the card here that shows you that seeds have to be planted first and then they grow. So for many people, why is it not happening right now? Because a seed may just be fucking growing. Right, just like in nature, if you plant a seed, you plant 5. Are they all going to grow at the exact same time and sprout? Not necessarily. Sometimes one seed takes a little bit longer to sprout, and sometimes they sprout, and some sprout immediately. It's just different, right? Everything's different. But this is about understanding that just because you don't see anything happening, it doesn't mean nothing's happening. When you plant the seed, you don't see what's happening below the surface in the soil, but it is growing and there's growth. It's where the magic happens. Because the eyes can't see it. It doesn't have to, you don't have to see it with your eyes for there to be progress. Not always. So this is resting assured, right? That this is, it comes organically. This is also someone who, if they could work with their hands, maybe they like plants and gardening, or they work outside, or they like the outside, right? They could be an outdoorsy person. This can also be someone who is, they're big on timing, and they're big on, you know, organic energy of like it happens when it happens and not forcing it. You know, some people are very go with the flow. This person might be that kind of person. They're like, you know what? I don't force things. I just kind of go with the flow. See, this is that overthinking. That Ace of Swords, this is overthinking. This is all analytical. It's, well, if it hasn't happened already, it's not happening. And if it hasn't happened, then something must be wrong. No, is something wrong when you plant the seed and you're waiting for them to grow? Now, don't get me wrong. If you planted these seeds and it's been 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months, a year, then okay. Something's not fuck up about that, but are you watering it? Did it get enough sunlight? You know, some plants and flowers, some need full sunlight, some need partial, some need shade. Is it an outdoor plant? Is it an indoor plant? You know what I mean? Is it a kind of a plant that only grows during certain seasons? Is it like mango, where only, you know, mango season is a certain time of year? Is it like strawberries, where it's strawberry season? You know what I mean? So it's just this energy of not overthinking it or wondering that something's wrong because it hasn't come yet. And I think that that's the kind of person you need. Virgos are overanalyzing, they're overthinkers. So you need a person to come in that's going to calm your fears of that and really help you relax. So you need a calming sort of an energy, and it feels like that's what this is, polar opposite. So the one coming in is going to be someone opposite from you. If you have two people that are overthinkers, like this about everything, oh my God, fuck no. Fuck no, there's no balance there. You know what I mean? That's why they say opposites attract. It's great to have someone you have a lot of stuff in common with, but that can be really difficult at times because you can even have the overreaction in common. You can have the overthinking in common. You can have that thing in common where both of you need to be grounded by another person. And if you're not grounding me and I'm not grounding you, we're fucked. Up, up, and away. And it becomes this whole big thing for something really small and tiny. So it's all timing for you guys, Virgo. Being patient, right? Patience is a virtue, and it is true. So the 8 of Cups card, it's almost like it really is all self. It's you initiate this by being in your best happy energy, because you can see she's walking towards the sun, and the sun is the happiest card in the whole fucking deck. It's bliss, right? The sun is healing, You know, do you really want to be in a relationship right now with someone who hasn't gone through their healing process and they're still a little bit jaded, or they're triggered easily, or they're insecure? No. So vice versa for you. You need to be your best self for them. It's like you guys, it's like you set the tone and pace, and then like that. It's really incredible how that happens. There is something here too with the star, right? So the star can be Aquarius energy. That could be you or this other person's energy. But you see how she's not giving up hope? And it is that belief that, you know what, no matter what yesterday was, or no matter what it feels like now, I'm not giving up hope that this exists, that I will someday have the most amazing, loving partner, because I'm going to be patient and I'm going to wait for them. I'm going to manifest it. But I'm also going to not, in the process of right now, not put myself on hold and be impatient about it. I'm going to hold on to the hope of this beautiful thing, but also in the meantime, live my best life and manifest and grow and learn and flourish, right? But she's not letting this go. So it's not about, because, you know, when we feel discouraged, we just say, fuck it, see, it doesn't exist, and I always get the shit end, and I'm a victim, and oh my God, this always happens to me, my life is horrible, oh my goodness. It's about the alchemy of, I've had a really rough start in life. I have been through a lot of trauma. I've been through things that would have broke most people, but here I stand as a survivor. And with that type of a mentality, it really does shift you into this mode of, you know, optimism and positivity and understanding the concept. This is the concept in one card: the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come, but you have to be very patient with it, because I mean, it's life. Do you want to just immediately right now meet a person just because you want to meet a person, and you get all excited thinking it's it, and you're with them for a year or 2 years or 3 years, and then it's destroyed because it's not the right one? Or would you rather wait long than marry wrong? You know, you even have the symbolism of the timing thing here with the surfer. Surfers have to wait for the right wave. This person here might be, like I said, an outdoorsy person. Maybe they like the water. Maybe they surf, right? Maybe they live in a place that's like beachy environment, right? California, Florida, Hawaii, you know, somewhere that's like, you know, tropical or beachy. And they might, but they might like to surf. Might be an outdoorsy kind of a person. But this is about the patience of waiting for the perfect wave. And Hierophant, that's Taurus twice. So Hierophant energy, but you can see, look at this. There's a ladder that's going up to the light, indicating higher vibration. See how this person's super happy and blissful? That's the energy of when you rise up in your energy, your power, and your frequency, you meet someone else there. The saying is, I found you when I found me. I found you when I found me. I wasn't looking for you. I was looking for me. And funny what we find when we're not looking for it, isn't it? You find what you're not looking for. This is that exact energy. The person coming in, and I think they don't want to give you too much details at this point, because as per usual, you'll overthink it. Ooh, do I want someone who likes the outdoors? A surfer? And it may not even be like they're a hardcore surfer. Maybe they go, oh yeah, when I was younger, we used to surf all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can be something so minor, but the mind already starts shifting into, Virgos can have this tendency, it's all in the mind, right? It's all like this thing, but they can be sometimes negative Nancy's. Scorpios as well, right? Where it's already, because they're nitpicky, right? The characteristics of Virgos are like nitpicky. It's overly critical, right? It can be very like, yeah, but, it's just so, they're so tuned into the fine details of things. They're going to tune into the fine details of things, you know what I'm saying? And that's not always to our benefit. So I think this person coming feels like an amazing match for you, because they will compliment you in the best fucking way. Right? If you're a little bit more of a storm, they're like that calm in the storm. If you are introverted, they're a little more extroverted, but not to the point where you would be a mismatch in energy. You would also need someone that likes to stay home too. If not, that's a huge mismatch. But you know what I mean? They would be able to bring you out of your shell. So certain things you must have in common. Like, I can't be with a person who always wants to go partying, because I don't like to do that. So that would not be compatible. The compatibility part, of course, there will be similarities to it. But as far as the energy goes, I think that Spirit says, listen, you do not want to rush this and it just be not it and get your hopes up. And a lot of you guys, because you are naturally introverted, you're the Hermit card, right, in the deck, which is introverted. You know what I'm saying? So it is that type of an energy of just being patient, work on you. I found you when I found me. All right, guys, we're going to continue this in your extended. Should you wish to rent it, click that upside down triangle below. It brings up all of my links. And first one will be to page, my website, saltwaterhealstarot.com. And it is actually going to be in the extended section, who's coming in. Patreon link is also below as well too, okay? So if you guys want to follow me on Patreon, I do suggest that, because all of the extendeds for the general special love readings I do here on YouTube can only be watched there, as well as me doing, you know, extra readings there and erotic readings too. So I'll see you guys in the extended. Love you.